How to use value on a gap day. Hi, using our custom market profile for TradingView, let's go through this video lesson on how to deal with value on a date that we have gap up or gap down. Let's use Friday's price action on the S&P ES futures as an example to talk about this, right? You have listened to us, you have read our plans where we use a lot value from the previous day to to establish different scenarios, right? We either plan to see if bulls are gonna win control of value based on value area high, the same way as if bears are gonna defend value area low from the previous day, and based on that also if we open inside value we'll have a different plan for that. So basically, in a nutshell, that's how we develop our plans. But what if we open with a huge gap like we did on Friday, and obviously we are below value, and our plan initially was from Thursday that if bears controlled or had acceptance below value area low, that they will attack the low of the day to put the daily back to balance. Well, they did it during the overnight, and we opened with a gap, right? So the daily was already set down. I'm sorry, balance, and we started with value definitely to the bear side, and in favor of them pretty much the whole day. And with this type of gaps, going back to value and reclaiming value for the bulls or keeping it unchanged, it will be difficult. It will not be impossible, but the odds are lower. So we knew that value was going to be in favor of the bears pretty much the whole day, right? But when we have this and we put things into context that we know we're coming from an upward move where bulls are in control, it's always healthy to have these balanced stages. And the only way for the market to set it from an up trend to balance is to break a previous day's low, so to allow certain control from the bears, right? So we knew coming into balance, it would not mean the end of the bulls, right? It's actually a healthy form of getting rid of weaker hands, of allowing buyers, new buyers to step in, and for current buyers to rebuild their inventory, right? So having the balanced stage is not bad. Gapping down is not the end of the world, but putting those things in context, how value plays a role in a day's price action. So that's where we have different points in our MGI scorecard, the market generated information scorecard, where there are certain points that comprehend that score, 10 actually, and value is just one of them, right? So I have to put value into context. It's not going to change for the rest of the day, but there we have other 10. Yes, we have gap in favor of the bears. The percentage of change from the previous day was in favor of the bears. We call that indices, the indices percentage. So we knew they will have, for most part of the day, a 3-0 lead on the bear side. But putting things into context, we're coming into balance. We actually started seeing bulls getting some control of the day, right? Of the day, not the drop, but on the intraday. We saw that they started to one time frame up. They progressed value up. I'm sorry, puck up. Those are key components of our MGI scorecard. They took the IB high. So there were some energy from the bull side, from the buyers, that they wanted to get some control. So I put things into context. What type of points the bulls are winning, what type of price action I am seeing. If I remove the gap and all the previous days from my chart or from the perspective, bulls had certain control After the open, the week drop, they bounced back. They started to one time frame up. They started to rotate, but they provided good pullbacks to allow bulls to profit from the day, right? So yes, we have a 3-0 lead, but when we have this gap down, I have to be prepared and adjust my plan, not being stubborn that just shorts are gonna work, and just based on what is left on the MGI. So if you want to get access to more information about the MGI, or have us prepared a lesson or a video on the other components of the MGI, please drop a comment on this publication, and we'll work on getting some content for you on those topics. Also, we have we don't just track the MGI manually. We have an indicator for TradingView that shows the automated scorecard through the day. So you could have that score be displayed on your chart every single minute of the day. If you want to have access to that, please subscribe to our newsletter, and you'll get receive information on how to get access to it. So let's hope that this helps. Put things into context always. Be safe and trade well.